Scientific study of RIG VEDA, Class 81. Today we are going through the Sooktha-33 of Mandal 1. Here the Mandras are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here also the Devata is INDRA. We know INDRA is the force which coordinates the activity, all the activity that take place in this universe. If we are doing any work, it is related indirectly or indirectly with some chemical reaction. Suppose we are moving our hand, some chemical reactions are taking place in our body, due to which energy is released. So in every chemical reaction, there is a science. Based on the site, that chemical reaction is taking place. And due to that science, it is creating a driving force which compels these atoms to combine in such a way so as to form the product. For example, if we want to produce water from hydrogen and oxygen, we know hydrogen is in the molecular form, that is H2. Two hydrogen atoms are joined in this way. But one hydrogen, this another hydrogen, H2. So this is to be separated. It cannot be separated and kept in as such, because it cannot remain as such as H. Atom cannot remain as such. Immediately it will combine. So to break this one, a force is required, and for that we are giving some energy or anything like that, and to coordinate that activity in that reaction, in that chemical reaction, a force is coming out. That is a guiding force or a supervisory force which tries to remove this atom into H and H. Similarly, oxygen is O2. These are to be separated. There is one action. After H and H, O and O splitting, these are to be combined in such a way, two hydrogen atoms are to be combined with one oxygen atom. So H2O. So in this reaction, there is a science, and from this science came out a force that is an imaginary force which tends to break the atoms and then force them to combine in such a way so as to form the water. That driving force is INDRA. So in every action, some chemical changes are taking place, and in that chemical change, there is a science, and that science, there comes out a force from this science which coordinates the activity to rearrange the atom in such a way so as to form the new product. That driving force, that coordinating force, that supervisor is known as INDRA. So let us go through the first mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1, അഷ്ടകം 1, അധ്യായം 3, സൂക്തം 33-1. ഋഷി ഹിരണ്യസ്തൂപൻ, ദേവത ഇന്ദ്രൻ, ഛന്ദസ് തൃഷ്ടുപ്പ്. ഏതായാമോപഗന്ധവ്യ ഇന്ദ്ര അസ്മാകം സുപ്രമദീം വാവൃധാതി അനാമൃണ കുവിഭാദസ്യ രായോഗവാം കേദം പരമാ വർജദേനഃ.
It says, those who wishes to get Gokal means cow. It is the Chandasi Trishtu. As per this Chandas, Go means electrons. So those who require electrons, we know in this hydrogen atom, electrons are joining these two atoms. Electron is taking part in that action. So we want to get electron from these atoms so that the atom can be separated, H and H can be separated into a hydrogen ion, and one electron is taking part in that action, and that electron is capable to combine with another oxygen atom to form water. So actually these orbits are taking place in this atom, and electrons in this orbit are also responsible for this chemical reaction. And based on this, there is a force which coordinates the activity, that is INDRA. So in every action, electrons are taking place. So those who wish to get electron from this atom, we should approach INDRA. So INDRA will go into the atom, it will break the molecule and thus converts into ion, atoms, and from this electron come out as free electrons, that is Gokul. So this is the basic action, chemical reaction step that is taking place in any chemical reaction, due to which we can overcome all the hurdles. So hydrogen and oxygen molecule will not combine. There is a hurdle which opposes. So INDRA goes there, and there is this, based on this science, there is a, under the suitable conditions, these hydrogen and oxygen has a tendency to combine. That is the science behind it. And from this, that a force come out, that is INDRA. INDRA will, under the suitable condition, break the atom molecules into atom, and the free electrons will then combine with the other atom, example oxygen, and form water, like that. So we will overcome the hurdles, and we will get property or wealth. That means by doing certain things we are producing money, wealth, etc. So INDRA is supporting us. So INDRA helps us to get free electrons. Gokul means cow. INDRA is actually entering in that chemical reactions and break the atoms and liberate the electrons, that is valence electrons or free electron. That electron is responsible for combining these atoms in different proportions to form a new product. Now let us go through the second mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദ മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 33-2. ഉപേദഹം ധനദാം അപ്രതീതം ജുഷ്ടാം നശേനോ വസതിം പതാമി ഇന്ദ്രം നമസ്യൻ ഉപമേഭിരർഹൈർയ സ്തോതൃഭ്യോ ഹവ്യോ അസ്തി യാമന്യ.
So in this war, actually in this chemical reaction, a war is taking place. Some force is opposing the formation of new product. Hydrogen has a tendency to remain as hydrogen ion, hydrogen gas, oxygen as oxygen gas. By some using some energy force and with the support of science and the force coming out as coordinating force as INDRA, this INDRA breaks these atoms and combines to form a new product. So INDRA is leading the war for us. So nobody can defeat this INDRA if we are performing the action based on science principles. So to get it done, finance, money or anything like that, we are inviting INDRA in our action based on stotras. Stotras means science. Based on science, we are inviting Indra. Based on science principles, based on technology, then only this action will take place. Indra will come there and give us the new product. Now let us go through the third mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദ മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 33-3 നിസ്സർവസേന ഇഷുധീം രസക്തസമര്യോ ഗാ അജ തിയസ്യ വഷ്ടി ചോഷ്കൂയമാണ ഇന്ദ്രപൂരിവാമം മാപണിർഭൂർ അസ്മദധി പ്രവൃദ്ധ.
It says Indra coming with his forces. Forces mean it possesses different types of methods to attack the enemy. So Indra came with his forces and stand in on our side in this fighting. In the chemical reaction, a fight is taking place. There is a tendency to keep the material as such, but there is another force with the support of Indra. It is converting this material into new product. For example, in cooking rice, that rice is hard. It has a tendency to oppose it, but Indra, with the help of water and Agni, it makes it internal. It converts the structural, make the structural changes inside the rice. But there is a opposition. Indra will succeed in it to overcome the opposition and split the change the internal structure and make the rice into soft food. So he stands on our side. So he is the Lord of Indra, is the Lord of us. And with this help, it gives us these Gokal, that means these cows or electrons. Based on this Trishpuda, it is Trishtu Vichantas, it is electron. So in the case of rice itself, structural changes means inside that rice some structural changes are taking place. In that, breaking of molecule take place, electrons are liberating, and these electrons are responsible for converting the structure changes. Now let us go through the fourth mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദ മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 33-4 വധീർഹി ദസ്യുദ്ധനിനം ഖനേനം ഏകശ്ചരൻ ഉപശാഖേഭിരിന്ദ്ര ധനോരതി വിഷുണക്തേ വ്യായന്യജ്വാന സനകാ പ്രേതിമീയു.
It says Indra comes with his forces. So a number of forces are along with him. Different types of forces are taking place, actions are taking place in any chemical reaction. So with this Vajrayuda means diamond sword, because in every chemical reaction there is a tendency to break this bond, because in the case of water, hydrogen molecule H2 is to be first break this bond orbit and to separate it as hydrogen atom, this hydrogen atom. It is to be separated. So to break this, a great force is required, because if you break it, this is hydrogen atom. Atom cannot remain as such. To immediately requires another atom to combine it. Otherwise this will not take place. Otherwise it will immediately join. So there is a tendency in the orbit. This is circular. This is VRITHRA. That means VRITHRA means circular. So in the orbit there is a tendency to remain as such. It will oppose any force we try to separate it. So that force is to be overcome. That force is known as Indra. Indra will break this bond, that opposing force in this orbit, that is VRITHRA. So in every chemical reaction there is VRITHRAsura in the orbit which opposes the changes in its internal structure. That this structure, this force is acting in the circular orbit, that is VRITHRA. VRITHRA means circle, so that is called VRITHRASURA because it is opposite. So Indra killed this VRITHRASURA and separates it. Immediately it cannot remain as a. Immediately it is to be joined with another oxygen. So oxygen also to be O2, that is to be separated as O and O atom. Immediately these are to be combined in the ratio. 2 hydrogen is to become atom should be combined with oxygen to form water. So immediately it will take place. Atom cannot remain as such. So these are to be coordinated. This is happening based on science principle, and from this science principle come out a force which coordinated the activity, that is Indra. So it kills all the obstacle that comes in the formation of a new product. Now let us go through the fifth mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 33-5. പരാചിചീർഷ വവൃജുസ്ത ഇന്ദ്രായജ്വാനി വയജ്യഭി സ്പർദ്ധമാന പ്രയദ്ദിവോ ഹരിവസ്താതുരുഗ്ര നിരവ്രതാം അഥമോ രോദസ്യോ.
He says Indra coming with his Ashwa. Ashwa means horses. Horses mean force. As per Veda, this is force. Ashwa possesses great force. And this Vajrayuda, to kill this Vajrayuda is the hardest substance. And we should apply the force also. If there is sword, that is Vajrayuda. But to cut it, we should apply force on this body using this sword. So Indra is coming with this horse, and with this Vajrayuda, and it removes all the obstacles, or it kills all the enemies, and it is acting. This Indra is acting in the sky, on earth, and everywhere, in the atmosphere, everywhere. Wherever there is some reaction taking place, Indra is there to kill the VRITHRASURA. In the cloud, there are water molecules in the form of hydrogen ion and OH ion. These orbits are to be joined, so that orbit will, the VRITHRASURA will oppose it, but Indra with his force try to combine these molecules or ions to form water. So action of Indra is there in the sky, in the surrounding, or on earth, or inside our body, everywhere the Indra is there. So do such, perform such activity based on science.